Hi, my name is Lorne Don, and I'm the head women's golf coach at Tulane University, and this is the 2014-15 season preview. Well, there's an element of familiarity this year with the team. Returning all 6 players from last year. We don't have that first few weeks of getting to know each other. We were able to jump right into practice. I knew their games. They knew what to expect from me as a head coach. And the transition, that transition period that existed last year was not there this year, and it was great. You spend the summer working, you're recruiting, you're out on the road, but then, when you get into August, you're ready for the team to get back, and you just kind of fall back into that routine of having everything ready, getting excited about practices, and then eventually about competing, and that's where we're at. We're closing in on our first tournament here. Yeah, so we're very excited this summer to hire Mandy Morrow. She comes to us from IUPUI and played her collegiate golf at Kent State, and just someone that I knew previously as a player, knew her family very well, and someone that I knew would be a great fit for not only our team but for myself, and someone that's already really established herself amongst the team in our first couple weeks of practice. This last year, finishing 15th at the National Championship, winning our conference title, those were things that we were happy with, but also things that we knew, with our finish at Nationals, something that we felt we could have done a little bit better with. So Golf Week ranked us preseason number 25, which we were very thankful to be in the rankings, but I think our sights are set a little bit higher than that, and we're looking to build upon what we finished, the note that we finished on last year. So I would say last year we were an exceptionally young team. We only had one underclassman, which was a junior. We had no seniors. So being a first-year head coach, I think there was a few challenges for me in that regard, just being able to establish that leadership. And Gemma really did step up in that role, and this year she goes in as our lone senior, but now we have 3 juniors. So we went from being what I would call a young team to now we have 4 upperclassmen that know what they're doing, both on the golf course, obviously. They've had a year working with me, and then also in the classroom with Tulane. They just know everything that's going on. And with no freshmen, you don't have those people here that do have that learning curve when they come to university. So I think the first couple weeks of practice has gone very smoothly. They've all been in their classes. They've all been doing great. So there's not that element of newness to it. This past summer, we had a few of the players that really did get a chance to play in some elite tournaments and also showed very well in those tournaments. Most notably, as I think a lot of people know, junior Emily Pentala got to play in the U.S. Open, which is really something that's the pinnacle of women's golf, and just had a great experience. I was fortunate enough to be there and share in that with her, and it's something that both her and I think I will always remember, and I think that as she moves on in her college career and eventually in her professional career, I think she'll always look back on that as a great learning experience for her. And Emily and Gemma got some great experience playing in the European Team Championships, in which Emily helped Finland come second, the European Individual Championships, and then they both just returned from the World Team Championships, where they were representing Finland and Scotland respectively. Madison played in the USGA Publinks this summer, and then actually at the end of the summer, Olivia played in the British Stroke Play, and in her first round there shot 7 under, which was something that was extremely exciting for both Mandy and I to see. Such a great round leading into coming back here for the fall season. She ended up finishing, I believe, in a tie for 3rd, and so some positive momentum for her coming into the fall season. So the 6 players we have here, they're looking to play at the highest level collegiately, but then a lot of them are also looking to move on to careers in golf after they finish here. And those tournaments are really where you get to test yourself, just like we do with our schedule, just like you do. You're playing against the best players in the world. So you really get to see where your game is at, maybe areas that you do need to improve on because you're playing on tough golf courses against the best competition. And that's really what as a coach here, that's what I aim to do for them during our school season. And then when they go home in the summers, that's what they're trying to do as well. Well, we really scheduled, I would say, quite difficult this year, and we're starting off with 2 fantastic tournaments. We start with the Mason Rudolph, which is Vanderbilt's tournament, and then we fly up to Chicago for the Windy City. So right out of the gate, we're going to play against very strong fields, against some of the top-ranked teams from last year, and we're going to know exactly where we're at. And that's, again, going back to my point, that's what we want to do here is put our players playing against the best players in the country so that they can see where their games are, and hopefully as a team we can have some good performances. And then we'll finish off the fall with the Betsy Rawls at the University of Texas, and then the Alamo Invitational at UTSA. So again, 2 more strong fields, and not really any tournaments to let our guard down. And that's something from last year. We had some great rounds, but I would say that we struggled with our consistency, and we talked about that in our team meeting to start the year. Is that something we really want to focus on this year and get better with? And I know that if we do play consistently and we put 3 good rounds together at a tournament, then we'll have a good chance of finishing near the top of the field. Well, I think the American Athletic Conference on the whole is just a great opportunity for Tulane. We're seeing that right away with our football schedule. I know that we're going to have some great teams across the board coming in to play our teams, and that's something that's exciting as a sports fan. And for the golf program, it's a very, very strong conference in women's golf. We're taking with us East Carolina and Tulsa. East Carolina has been strong for a number of years. And then we're going back to join up with UCF, SMU. Houston just started a women's golf program. So we're going to a place where we know there's going to be a lot of competition, and that's something that as a coach I'm looking forward to. We had a good tournament. We've obviously won 2 Conference USA championships in a row the last 2 years, but we're looking forward now to the American Athletic Conference and the challenges that are in front of us there.